So we get to a point in our lives that we always believe that we are at the glass ceiling. And I really don't believe in that. I believe in exceeding our dreams, and I believe in exceeding our goals. And Tone Awards, as far as music goes, music is something that, yeah, it's addictive, and music is something that people put themselves in a position where they can make a living. But it's so much more important than that. Music is something that we desire. It's an addiction that we're built with to be able to get our message out.
LK9 on the beat.
My name is Ernie Glover. I am just a catalyst to drive people to be better. You know, I'm the person that really challenges people that says that they want to be something in entertainment. I challenge them to get to that point, you know, as far as they can. I look at different people like Dean Arcedo and Nuclear Productions. They want to get to another level in their careers, and they have, and that's because they've been challenged. They have someone like me to push them. So yeah, I'm not the guy that people love all the time, because if you tell me that this is what you want to do and I'm capable of helping you do it, then I'm going to push you to do it. I think that musicians look at themselves and they always trying to wonder. They have these gigantic question marks over their mind and over their head, and they're trying to figure out, like, where am I going to go from here? I recorded a song. People around me likes the song. You know, I am able to get some streams on SoundCloud and so on and so forth. And like, what do I have to do in order to make it to be beneficial to me and my family? Well, the great thing about Tone Awards is that we position people to understand about the different things that they can do in order to make finances from it, in order to get a name built around it, which in turn will create all these different things like finances, which that's what everybody really, you know, that's what they live on. You know, they got to eat, and I completely understand.
Man, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna take my shades off and say this, man. Chubbs earned this award. You understand what I'm saying? He earned this award. I'm on stage and I'm like, yo, what's he doing? He stopped in a minute. Nah, he changed his clothes, came out, and then the lighting matched his outfit. I'm trying to tell you, man, salute, man, word.
Just let y'all know, listen, it's a lot of planning to make this whole persona come to life. It's not just he did a dope set. Like, I had everything mapped out, from the settings to the light, my clothes, my wardrobe, my hat, everything top to bottom. So y'all gonna have to check that out on another time if y'all missed the show tonight, though.
Well, we're putting together a documentary for the Independent Tone Awards.
You have to show up. You have to show out. You know, you have to be in a position where you can network and be around those people like Sony Music. Sony Music was out there. So you're not just getting nominated and if you didn't get into the top 5 or 4 or whatever the situation is, it's not the reason not to be there. The reason to be there is to be able to really connect with people that you always wanted to connect with. You know, not only just the other indie artists, and be able to cross genre music and be able to learn how to gig and all that kind of stuff, but really being able to have your packages, bring it to people like Sony, let them go over your music, find out tidbits of wisdom from them to be able to put yourself in a position that maybe next year you can be the person to really qualify or position yourself to maybe be on that grand stage.
The Independent Tone Awards is bigger than any entity you would think of when you look at local award shows. It is larger than most men and women because it is not just about the people that work for the Independent Tone Awards. It's not just about the people who are going to be present at the Independent Tone Awards. The Independent Tone Awards is about you, your craft, your talent, and your skill. And most importantly, it's about the love and passion that you have for that talent and skill. What I have found, and what I would always suggest to anyone who says they would like to be a part, or they would like to take part in the staging of the Independent Tone Awards, or how to get in the Independent Tone Awards, I would simply say this. 1, perfect your craft to the best of your ability. 2, it is very important to have a social media presence, because there is a team that goes out to look for, if you say you have a great following, or if you say that you have original work, there's a team that goes out to check everything that you do. And they want to make sure that you are as legitimate as you say, because the Independent Tone Awards is just that. It is a legitimate industry where we look at crafts, we look at the talents, we look at the skills. We can't buy our way into the Independent Tone Awards. You can't bribe your way in. They work very hard to be a part of that. And there's a team that goes out to look to see, what is it that you do? Are you as good as you say? Do you have the following that you say you do? And what is your stage presence like? You can be a great artist, but if you don't have a stage presence, it's not going to work for you.
So Independent Tone Awards is an entity of RIP Unlimited, which is RYP Unlimited LLC. A lot of people doesn't know that. They think Independent Tone Awards is just what it is, but the actual parent company that owns Independent Tone Awards is RIP Unlimited. A lot of people say RYP, but RIP Unlimited is actually, it means remember your place. So I started with Salt and Pepper, and back in 13 years old, and I did shows with so many different people: Teddy Riley, Mr. Cheeks. It's a countless amount of people, and I've traveled around the world, and I did different shows, concerts, festivals, and I had the pleasure to be able to really understand the music business, and that's why I qualify to be able to put on an event like the Independent Tone Awards. I know what it takes. I know the back end of the business. I know the front end of the business, and I'm really happy that I'm able to, in a way, show people and the masses at one time on what their experience can be. One thing about my line of business, as far as entertainment, people can call you every day and they send you messages and inbox you and all that, and they have all these questions, but a lot of the questions always ends up to be the same answer. So with this platform, we are really able to answer these questions all at one time. Independent Tone Awards is for the serious musicians. If you are starting out in music, it's a great place for you to come out and network. But if you are a serious musician and you are cultured, then Independent Tone Awards is the place that you want to be, because you can have your package already ready. You can give that package to people that's like Sony. I mentioned Sony because that's who we just had this year. And just be ready to be able to move forward and be transitional. So I think that's one of the key points that you have to remember. You got to know this business. Positive energy activates consistent elevation, and that's what Tone Awards is all about. Basically, we are really setting up the platform for the unknown to become the known, and we are working really hard. We're opening up a lot of opportunities and doors for people to be able to get to another level in their careers. It doesn't have to be being signed to these major labels. It could just be a situation where these people's names are being recognized by venues and outlets to be able to give them an opportunity to increase their value, increase their finances, increase their notoriety, so that when they get the training and get to a certain level, they can be able to really transition into that stardom or that record company and their expectations. My name is Ernie Glover. I am just a catalyst to drive people to be better. You know, I'm the person that really challenges people that says that they want to be something in entertainment. I challenge them to get to that point, you know, as far as they can. So yeah, I'm not the guy that people love all the time, because if you tell me that this is what you want to do and I'm capable of helping you do it, then I'm going to push you to do it.